Okay, we've got the recording started. Good evening, everyone. Once again, my name is Kerry Miller for all of those that are new online, and I'm great. It's absolutely wonderful to see you here. It's great to have you on board. We're going to go through several things tonight. I'd ask if you had any questions about anything, send me an email, and I'm going to walk through building just a quick little app tonight to show you if you have a real estate company that you're interested in showing this to and how to build an app. How to do that. I'm a new reseller, and I'm not sure if I see the value to my customers in charging $99 a month. Could you tell me the value? Actually, Rodney, the value of what you've got to share with your customers is probably about $3 or $4 grand a month. If you're going to charge $99 a month, that's your pricing. We've got guys that are selling for a lot more. We've got guys that sell for less. If you're just selling the app for $99 a month along with texting, that's a good price. If you're selling the app along with the other programs, you would definitely want to increase the price on that. But you guys set your own pricing. The value bottom line is the marketing platform that you're allowing your customers to use to drive business into their establishments. And but if you don't see the value, I recommend you come to a few trainings. I don't know how long you've been on board now, but come to a few trainings. We have guys out there that are tearing it up. Jason just said there's a company that he knows that charges $400 just to do reputation management. I'd put out a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, I paid $250 just for 10 clients a month for reputation management. So, you know, but the value's in the pudding, or you need to take a look at it, and we take a look at our training videos, Rodney, starting from day one, and I think you can see the value built in, and I'll leave that with that. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me at Kerry@InstantAppWizard.com. and I'll be more than happy to help you. And we'll set training around what you need, Rodney. That's what we do here. This is your guys' training, and it's a pleasure that I have the opportunity and an honor that I can come and visit with you guys. What we're going to do tonight, we're going to do a couple of things. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a call here that I did with, many of you hear me talk about Roger Panata. And Rodney, this will be good for you, buddy. I'm glad you're here tonight. I haven't talked to Roger in a while, and I had a call with Roger today. I was going to try to run it through the system via a couple of cables and some things, and just wasn't able to do it because I just don't get the sound quality of running it from another laptop through a microphone, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run this through my headset, and hopefully you'll get some good sound out of it. But I spent about 10 and I think 12 minutes on the phone with Roger today. And Roger's from Arizona. He and his wife, May. Matter of fact, who was that here? And I'm going to put this out in just a minute. John Meyer. His wife actually builds his apps for him. So, but we're going to talk about that here in a few minutes also. So let me put Roger on the call here. And just give me a couple of seconds, and I'm going to get him fired up. Okay, it's been a while since I've had a chance to talk to Roger Panata out in Arizona, and I've got him on the line here. Roger, it's been a while. How's things going?
Well, keeping real busy. We're real excited our business, and we really enjoy the training you do for us on Wednesday nights. So I want to say thank you very much. A lot of things that you say I'm implementing to my program, and it's working out real well. So thank you.
Very good, very good. So business is booming. You're out on the streets. You've got your plan put in place. Give us an idea of what your day is like.
Well, my day is I'm going out about 4 hours a day right now. I get up and I kind of plan my day the night before, and I just go out there and I'm being honest with you. I'm just knocking on cold calls, knocking on doors. And I'm having some great success, and I'm putting a lot of stuff in the pipeline and stuff, and they're actually closing. Give you an example. The other day I went to a place called the Auto Repair Place, and it's like the Autorama or something like that. And I walked in, and I said, "Hey, my name is Roger. I'm with the mobile apps, and I'd like to spend about 5 minutes of your time and give you a way that you can actually interact with your customers, bring in more business, and get new customers. Would that be interesting?" And he goes, "Sure. Always want new customers." Well, I showed him our program, and instead of putting it in pieces, I kind of offered him a package. I said, after I showed him what we did, and I went to my little presentation booklet that I put together, and then in my booklet, I'm doing exactly what you guys have put on the platform, the 6, 7 different steps that we do, so it's just not a mobile app. And I went through that, and I said, hey, for $149, it includes all that, and it includes 500 text messaging. And the guy said, this is great. This is what I've been looking for. I signed him up right on the spot. And that's what I'm doing. I'm walking in, and I am now using, when I walk into an account, I just came from an account here about a half hour ago. It was a sports bar, and I made a copy of the Foursquare, and I noticed that he hadn't claimed it. I made a copy, it went in, and I told him he had Yelp and Facebook, but he didn't have Foursquare. And I took it out and gave him the presentation. I showed a demo of his app, what it's going to look like for him. And then I brought out the Foursquare. And Kerry, he had like 233 people that had logged in, and he had one person who had been there 9 times for the month and was mayor. And he did not even have a clue. And I said, you got a guy here named Steve that comes in here quite a bit because he's now mayor of your business. And he goes, mayor? And I said, yeah. And we kind of laughed about it, but once I explained to him how important that is, that everybody's going to be going for mayor in his place, and all he has to do is offer, not give away the store, but maybe offer a free hamburger or Coke to the guy that becomes mayor for the month. And he says what he's going to do, he knows the guy named Steve, okay, that is mayor. And he said next time Steve walks in, I'm going to say, hello, mayor, we're going to give you a free beer and a free sandwich. Is that cool?
That's awesome.
So that's what I'm using. I every day I'll search the Foursquare. I'll make copies of how many hits they get, and when you put it right in their face, it's just totally incredible. The things that's working for me is that I do have a little presentation that I go through, and one thing I notice with these businesses, they don't have time to sit and read all the sentences. You know what I'm saying? So my little presentation is like bullet points, and I've made it 8 by 11, and I've just taken everything you guys put together, and I just blow things up and just like, this is what we do here. I even have a tweeter bird that's blue, and it's only on one page. I said, you got to be here, and you got to be this here and this here, and I got it in the steps. So I'm talking, and the last thing I talk about is the mobile app that we're going to give them, and also I show them samples of how people are using the quick reference codes, and they're just blown away. And once I get that message around, then I turn around, I open up the mobile app that I have on their demo. So I know where I'm going, so I make demo apps for them so they can actually see what their logos look like and what we can do for them, and they're just totally excited. I went into a hair salon the other day, and the girl said, what do you have? And I said, I'm with the mobile apps, but I have a way where you can interact with your customers by text messaging. And she says, and she was with a client. She said, wait a minute, that's what I've been looking for. She says, can you come back? And I said, yeah, when you want me to come back? And she looked at me, can you come back in a half hour? Well, I'm writing her up on Friday because I showed her how by using the text messaging, she can actually use the text messaging prior to their appointments to remind everybody they got appointments and to communicate. And when I showed her the QR codes, she went really excited about our program. And when it comes to the price, I am telling you, I'm in the ball game out there, and everybody out, my competition, are trying to get $200, $300, $900, and some of these people are paying it, but once they find out that they actually got junk for what they paid for, and when they see our app and they see that it's friendly to use for the consumer, it's nice looking, and it's not very complicated. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having great success with it. But the Foursquare has it really opens up their eyes, because instead of walking in and not talking about the mobile first, I'm talking about what Foursquare, I'm talking about the text messaging, and I'll be real honest with you, I was getting a lot of people that were just paying me $49 because that's all I was pushing was the mobile app. But now I'm walking in there with a package deal, and I'm walking out with the package deals because I'm giving people a better deal. Today I showed a guy that if he took everything separately, including the setup fee, it was going to be like $472. And I said, hey, I can do this whole thing for you for $199 a month. The guy looked at me and says, what do I get for that? And I tell him exactly what he gets. And what I did is I downloaded your app. Okay, Carrie? And I downloaded your app onto my phone. And I said, well, this is a customer that's part of our program. And I don't tell them I signed you up. I just said, this is a customer that's part of our program, and let me show you how we could defend your business. And he goes, well, what are you talking about? And I said, remember in the beginning of the presentation I showed you the 7 things or 6 things that we do? And he goes, yeah, let me show you one. So what I do, Carrie, I go and open up your app, and I say, you see where it says rate? And I click on it, and the guy says, yeah, isn't this cool? Now, when I hit the good thing, it's going to go to the Facebook, their Twitter. It's going to go to everybody, and they're going to tell everybody how great you are. But if they hit the down button, you got 3 phone numbers that it's going to go into, and you instantly know what's going to happen. Like this company here, if they leave trash on the side of the house after they finish the roofing, and the guy's upset about it, the owner of this company will know instantly, because he's going to get a message. Now he can react to it instead of waiting to find out it's all over the internet. So that's what I've been using, and it's working out really good. And the tips that you're giving me on the Wednesday night training, and also when I talk to Woodrow, it's pretty exciting stuff, because I know you guys want us to win, and I'm trying to implement it in a way where it's fun and easy. And another thing, I'm not going to lose my clients, because I noticed on one of the programs we can move different things on the app. Maybe he wants this one on top and this one on the bottom. Well, when I signed up one of the steel gate companies, Mike, he asked me for that feature, and I didn't have it. But guess what? I called him back this week and said, Mike, guess what? You wanted that feature? What do you want me to put on top? The man was so gracious and said, hey, Roger, I really appreciate you following up with me. And I said, hey, I told you I would not leave you alone, and these are some new things that are coming. I said, I have something else that's coming here in a couple of months that may be able to help you do better business. And guess what? They're starting to work. And so follow-up is very, very important, because I don't want to sign up the accounts. And you said something last week on the training. You just don't want to sign up the accounts and have not used the product. Now, this is what I did today with the floral shop. I had Tom and Larissa there. And I said, in the middle of my presentation, I had them like just so excited. And I said, oh, by the way, don't get this program if you're not going to use it. Don't waste your money. But if you want extra 30, 40 new customers a month here, and there's no guarantee, but if you have everybody working towards your business, you're going to get new customers. They couldn't believe I said that comment. Don't buy it if you're not going to use it, but this is what it's going to do for you. It's like a takeaway, and it worked beautifully.
Yes, sir.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, when you take something away, buddy, they're all over it.
And, I'm a very honest person. So when I said that to him, I really meant it. I said, if you guys are just going to waste it, don't waste my time either, because I don't want to lose you down the road. But I know for a fact, once you get people using the text messages and once people start downloading the apps, nobody's going to take your business away. But you got to take care of your customers. I had the Deer Valley Airport. I went down there. I stopped by to see him. I didn't see any signs anywhere. And I said, where are your QR codes? And he goes, well, I've been real busy. I said, you know what? You're too busy, and you're losing business. And I said, you got a great program, you got a great price, and look how beautiful your app is. And then I said, oh, by the way, and I did this today. I said, look at what's happened in Foursquare. You've had almost 800 people come in here and said, and you haven't even claimed it. Did he go nuts? So anyway, that's what's going on with the business. We're real excited, and we're real excited about the support that we get from the company. And I've been around with a lot of other companies trying to make some money, and it's always seems like these companies are taking money from me and not really helping me build my business. And May and I are very excited because you guys do put your people to first, and that's great, and I really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you, Roger, man. Sounds like everything's going absolutely wonderful. I know you're a busy man. You've got things hopping in Arizona, and I just wanted to take a minute. I hadn't had a chance to speak to you. I've been busy, you've been busy, and we've been passing each other through the airwaves. So I wanted to take a minute and get with you this evening or this afternoon and just share this call tonight on the training call. And we have people ask me all the time, well, how's Roger doing? I guess because I mention you so often, I feel like I've known you forever, but I do consider you a great friend, and I know that you're going to be extremely successful. But tell May we said hello, and we look forward to seeing you on all the trainings which you make so faithfully, and we just wish you the best of success.
And I do. I make sure I don't plan anything around my Wednesday training because I really think that's very important. And another thing I want to say to you, Carrie, is when I first started this business, it was like, okay, gee, I want to have 100, 200 accounts, and and you kind of, wow, you know what I'm saying? What if I had this? You start putting numbers together. But I tell you what, it all starts with one. And so for the new people that are on the call, if you get one and you add two and you add three, next thing you know, you say, hey, honey, guess what? This is our 27th deal. And you're seeing the residual come up, and you're seeing you're making some money, and it's the real deal. So I just want to say I'm very excited to be part of the company, and I really do mean that. So I'm glad you called, and we caught up, and I'll listen to you on the call tonight.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later on this evening, and you have a great day.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Roger. I want to just talk to you a couple of things tonight before we get deep into our training here. What is it that you need to be successful? Rodney was asking some questions a while ago, about the product and thing. My first thing I ever sold was a fountain pen. And I sold that fountain pen because the guy that was at the seminar said, go sell the fountain pen, and I'm going to ask everybody when they get back if they sold the fountain pen. So I went out and I sold my fountain pen because I didn't want to be the one standing there looking like an idiot when 500 other people sold their fountain pens, and I was the one that didn't sell it. So the first thing you have to have when you go out and you wake up in the morning is drive. You have to have the drive to get out of bed. You have to have the drive to make things happen. You have to have the drive to get your day started. Without drive, you will never be successful. And I know that's a kind of a tough statement, but it's true. If you don't have the get up and go and to make it happen, you're not going to make it happen. It's easy to wake up in the morning at 6 or 7 o'clock, whatever time you get up, and you sit there and you say, oh boy, I'm ready to go. And next thing you know, it's 12 o'clock. And you've got absolutely nothing done. And so, man, now you're getting excited again. You had lunch, okay? You made it through breakfast, and you sit down and watch the view. And then you had lunch, and now you're ready to go. Well, next thing you know, you sit down in the chair and goes, oh, let me just take a minute here and take a nap or whatever you do after lunch. And now it's 4 or 5 o'clock. Well, guess what happens at 5 o'clock? All the people that you need to talk to has gone. They've already left their business, the decision makers. And so you need to make sure that you have the drive. You may have to make sure that you have the get up and go to make it happen. The second thing you have to have is determination. You have to be determined to succeed, not just in business, but in life. You have to be determined to make things happen in your life. You have to be determined to get up in the morning. You have to be determined to close that deal. You have to be determined to listen to 5 people tell you no to get that one yes. Okay? What gives you that determination? The drive. You see, these two things go hand in hand. If you have great drive and good determination, you're going to be successful. But there's one last thing that I want to tell you about, and I've used this terminology my entire life. uh, from the very first time I ever sold anything. That is, well, I went the wrong way, of course. You have to have the want to. And that's probably not even a word, but it's a word I use all the time. You have to want to get up in the morning. You have to want to go out and make sales. You have to want to get out of that car and talk to those customers. You have to want to make some money. You have to want to be successful. You have to want to go on that vacation with your family. You have to want to come home and spend time with your kids. You have to want to do everything you have to do. And without that, okay, without the want to, nothing else is going to work. You know, you have to set your goals for the day, and you have to want to be successful and succeed in the goals that you set. But in order to do that, you've got to have the drive. You have to have the get up and go, and you have to have the determination to succeed. Many, many, many successful people have been knocked down many, many times. But the difference between them and those that fail is they don't have the want to go with it. You have to want to get back up. You think about this. I was watching football this past weekend, and I don't know if any of you are from Green Bay, but the Green Bay Seattle game, that's all I've seen on the news since the game was played. And it takes a superstar to want to get back on that field after getting beat like that. Of course, it didn't help that they got sacked 57 times and a whole bunch of other things went with it. But you're on the 1 yard line and you get stuffed 3 times. That doesn't mean that you're not going to make a touchdown on the 4th try. You have to have the drive and determination. Business is the same way. Get up in the mornings and get ready. Get out there and it happen. Be determined that you're going to make that sale and have the want to succeed. If you do those 3 things, nothing will stop you. I've often asked myself this question. We have some people that haven't sold any apps. That's been in business now a while. Maybe they've sold 1, maybe they've given 2 away, you know. But at least they have the determination to continue on and try to succeed. But I ask myself this. What is the difference between the person that doesn't sell any apps and the person that goes out and sells 3 a week or 4 a week or 5 a week? It's these 3 things right here. That's the difference. Now, if some of you do it part-time, I'm going to tell you, if you do this part-time and you go out and sell 1 or 2 a week, you're extremely successful. That's very, very good. So don't think that you're going to have to go out and sell 50 a week to be successful. 2 to 3 a week, that's $300. $300, okay, on a $99 product. If you sell it for $99, 3 a week, that's $300. Guess what? It's $300 again next month. The next month it's $300 again. And then you keep adding those 3 a week. Look at the compound that you have off of that. So drive, determination, and want to. Now, I've got Martha on here. I want to thank Martha for sending me the question. She said, Carrie, how do I use this for real estate? So let me pull this screen over here, Martha. Let me make sure I can see the screen. Okay, looks like I can see it. What we're going to do, we're going to build a quick app, and I'm not going to go deep into this app. I just want to be able to show you how you can use this for multiple projects. First thing we're going to do, we're going to go in and we're going to create a new app. Let me go up here to my fancy little program here so I don't have to fill all this stuff out. Okay. And I'm going to change this right here to my real estate company. So I can't even type real estate. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to leave it no access. You guys know how to do all this. All right. Oh, I've got to change this right here. And we're going to start our app here. I've actually got some house pics that I can upload. We're going to go continue. Now, here's my app. Okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit my web app. I'm going to go into general settings. I'm going to go in here and put my logo in. Only reason I'm doing a logo is because I made a little logo just before the thing. I want to see what it looks like. There you go, my real estate company. Okay, and that's the only thing I'm going to put in there. I'm not going to go in and update all the rest of the stuff. And I'm going to go over here to content. Okay, I'm going to go to products and services, and I'm going to add a category. We're going to say listings. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's say 35,000 to 55,000. And you can work with your real estate company, Martha, and put whatever range you want to put in there. Can you hear me now? Okay, so we're going to add the category. I'm going to say add. Now I'm going to add the products and services. Now we're going to say 3500 Brown Street. Okay. Now also, Martha, what you can do is under products and services, if you want, you can put them under by zip code. There's many different ways you can do that. So we'll say 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Price, we'll say $37,500. I'm going to upload an image. And here's an image I'll upload. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put it in that 35 to 55,000 category. Okay. Now what I want to do, and let's come over here and preview it real quick. Why didn't that load? My computer is really slow. There you go. Okay, you see right there, Martha, it says products and services. I'm going to show you something here. That is the price of a car. Yeah, no kidding. We're going to come over here to general settings. We're going to come over here to homepage links, reorder, change wording, and change the icon. Now this is what I would do here. I would edit that, and I would put, what is it, MLS. You could put MLS, or you could put listings. Whatever your real estate company wanted to call that, you could call that. Instead of products and services. You want to make sure that you kind of gear it towards the real estate company. Click Save. We're going to close this. We're going to come over here. You can see here now we have our listings in our mobile app. I've got my 35 to 55,000 category, and I can bring up my home. So, but use that products and services category. That's what I would do. And I would also, I think is a great feature in here, is I would put photos. And what you may want to do, Martha, is upload the photo of your house and put in order maybe the photo of the house. And I don't know if you can do it with any Photoshop program or any photo manipulation program that you got on your computer. But you could take this and you could put the address right along the bottom of here. And then you could take an interior picture of the house and put the same thing so that they know it's the same house. But keep the houses, keep the photos in order. That way people can kind of follow along in the photo section. And then you go up here and you can see we have photos, and they can blow those up also. and then if you got more than one, they can scroll through. So I hope that helps you, Martha. I put 4 pictures on the same category. Yep, you can. That's okay. Great. Okay. You're very welcome, Martha, and I thank you for sending in the question so that I can share that with everybody on the call. You could make each product have its own QR code. Let me show you guys real quick how to do this. Everything, pull it up in your computer, okay? Every single thing has its own URL, okay? Every single thing has its own URL. See this category ID right here? See where I just pulled that up? I can come up here and I can copy that, and I can go into the QR code program. Shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Now I can go into the QR code program, okay? I'm going to have to go back into the App Wizard. Under your resources, there's a QR code generator under qrstuff.com. And this is going to be a website URL. Okay. Now I'm going to use bit.ly to shorten that. And I'm going to come over here, and you can see this is my QR code right here. And I could put that on a real estate sign, and it would pull up that specific page. I know that went a little quick, but you'll be able to see that on the video. Very good, Martha. Thank you so much. Rodney says, what if a potential customer doesn't have a regular website? Can they benefit from this product? Absolutely, Rodney. That's where these QR codes come in. The QR code your site is generated inside your program here, and those QR codes is what will drive the traffic into their website, into their mobile app from their location. And you want to make sure that they have those QR codes everywhere. I think somebody was asking about Roger Panata a while ago. He lives and breathes QR codes with his customers, and that's what drives that traffic in there. Martha, let me know how that goes for you. Just shoot me a quick email and let me know how that goes. I'd really like to hear from you. Maybe after you get that all done, we'll remind everyone the web app shows up on a regular PC browser. Yes, it does. Matter of fact, I just showed that. Well, mine is forwarded to my, hang on a second. Let me go back in and I'll pull up that same thing. You can see this on a browser, okay? I don't recommend, if that's what they want to use. Now, they can get a URL and forward it to this address right here, this onetap.mobi, for instance, this is RES, and they could use this for their website if they wish. But what I recommend, Rodney, is I would use that opportunity. I'd find somebody that knows how to make websites and have them make them a website and forward their website to here. But yeah, you can, this does show up in a browser. That's exactly right. It's just not the best looking thing on a browser. It looks great on a phone. Okay? All right, does everybody know how to go out and sell a web app to a realtor now? And that's how you want to do that. We had just talked about YouTube last week, and I want to go in and show you real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. but someone had asked, how do you get listed in Google Places? And I want to show you how to do that. I'm not going to actually build one real quick. Why not offer a generic website that uses the info entered for the app? You can. You can build any kind of website you want. I mean, you can go in, guys, you can go in and build your website on GoDaddy.com. I mean, it's template. All it is templates, and fill out the information and put that header in there. You guys can build websites all day long and make money building websites. I mean, with the programs that are out there, HostGator.com has great templates for websites. All you do is click a button. If you can type text, you can build all the websites you want. Good looking websites, and make good money doing it. Okay. Let me find my browser real quick again. I'm going to pull this over here, and we're going to go to Google. Okay, just type in Google Places. All right. Get your business found on Google. Okay, you need to sign in. I don't want to use this. Hang on just a second. I've got a password saved in that. I don't want to mess it up. Google Places. Google Places for Business. Now what you want to do is you want to go in here, and if you don't have a Google email address, just get you one. And sign in. Now the first thing it's going to ask you is put your phone number in to see if you're in Google Places. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my phone number in there that I know is not listed on anything I've got. Find the business information. Okay, and you can see that it pulls up this next box. What you want to do is you want to put all your information in here. Anything that's starred, you have to put it in there. Now let me show you something real quick. Well, it's not the right phone number. Okay, you can see here that I put in that phone number and it pulled up me on Google Places. Okay, that's for my business. That's for my roofing company. If I put in the other, it doesn't give me any business information. So you go in and you put all your information in, everything that's starred, okay? If you have a website, okay, put your website in there because this is a great backlink for your website, all right? Your description, your category, what best describes you, mobile marketing consultant, whatever you're going to do, okay? Yes, this business serves customers at their location. I recommend that that's what you check, okay? Now, if you're listing your home, because many businesses have their offices in their house, I would put do not show my business address on my maps listing, okay? If you're working out of your home. That's completely up to you, all right? Distance from location, how far do you work from home? List of areas served. You can put in zip codes, or you can put in the names of the towns that you do. Operating hours, that's up to you. You can put them in if you want and change it, or you can leave them out. Payment options, cash, check, traveler's check, invoice, however you do your billing, okay? add a photo from your computer. If you have a logo, which all of you should have a logo, put your logo in there. We went over YouTube last week, okay? Hopefully some of you have made your YouTube videos by now. Okay, enhance your listing by associating your business videos. These videos and photos and your URL link are great ways to SEO your site in Google. Okay, there's nothing any better than putting your URLs and your YouTube videos and all that stuff in your main social sites, especially Google Places, YouTube, Facebook, Dig, Yelp, Foursquare, your major social sites, okay? And then any additional information. And just click on that, okay, submit it. Now what they're going to do, they're going to call you, and they'll call you 5,000 times, okay, on your phone to verify your information. They used to send out a card. I haven't got a card in a long time, but they call me constantly. Even when you tell them that you're in there, they're going to call you and tell you to verify your information, okay? But you may get a card in the mail. When you get the card in the mail, if they still send out the cards, when you get the card in the mail, there's going to be a number on there. Call and give them that number, and they will activate your Google Places. Now let me go back over here real quick. And you can see, now this is the phone number I put in a while ago. This is my Google Places right here, okay? I'm ranked #1 in Google Places. It pulls up my map. Now this right here, if you do not tell them to list your location on the map, it's not going to put your location on that map. But I highly recommend that you all go in and do your Google Places, okay? Now, if you work out of your home, you may not want to. No, Google will not accept a P.O. box. They will not. It has to be a physical address. Okay, very good. All right. I want to show you guys something here real quick. Let me see. What was it called? I showed you last week on working your videos up in the search engines. I did a Florist Commerce, Texas. Let's see where it's at tonight. I did it last night. Right now I'm #3 on page 3. I was at the bottom of page 4 this same time yesterday. And this is nothing. I mean, this is just something I made up. Okay? And but you guys make sure. And since I talked to you last, let's see here. I'm #1 right here. I think I was #3 or something last week. But you guys work on your videos. I put up that video the other day, so work on your videos. Okay. Does everybody understand how to get listed in Google Places? Any questions at all on Google Places? All right, the reseller webinars have been completed, and matter of fact, we will send out the demo tonight or tomorrow. Many of you had asked if we would set up a payment plan so you didn't have to pay for the whole thing at one time. The guy set up a payment plan. It's $99 setup and $59 per month. You'll be able to click on a button on the demo, and it's going to be an actual webinar, just like you would send out to your customers that we're going to send out. The link to that is instantappwizard.com/payplan. instantappwizard.com/payplan. I've got it ramped up now where I can have it. If I have your logo if I have your logo and your website information, your URL, I can have your webinar up in 48 hours. Link to you, ready to go with all your information in there. So, but that's instantAppWizard.com/pay plan. And that's the reseller webinars that you can go out and invite all your clients to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can let webinars market for you. We've got just a few minutes left here. I want to make sure, okay, and I received the email from Martha, and I once again want to thank her. What do you need training on? That was a great example, what you just saw there. Martha was asking a question about how to build that real estate site. If you will email me whatever you need training on, I will put the training around that subject. How do you give me 1 second, Ed, and I'll show you that. What do you need training on? Just email me at Carrie@instantAppWizard.com. That's Carrie@instantAppWizard.com, and I will be more than happy to let's add a click to call button on some of the page. I'm losing. You lost me on that one, Vicki. I'm going in here now. Let's go in. Let's go into content. Click to call. Phone number 555-555. Save. And this is your click to call here. Is that on custom content pages? I'll ask that question. Do me a favor, also send that in on the help section right here, but I'll also ask that question and see if there's a way to do that. I know this, if you put a phone number in on a smartphone, let me go over here real quick. Custom content, new custom content. Title, phone, add now. On a smartphone, okay, yeah, on a smartphone, if I pulled that up just like that, and that number was in there, you can actually touch that number and it will click to call. It doesn't say click to call, but it will click to call. Let me see something real quick. I'm just looking at something here real quick. Now, yeah, just put the number in there. Don't put anything with it, and they can click on that. They can actually touch that. Yeah, you may be able to do that. Let me check that out, Jason, and see if I can do that. I know you can in here. Let me edit this. Go back over here. Let me go in. I don't know which one I did that in now. I think I did it in this one. Yeah, it does the same thing. It still gives you a click to call. It automatically gives you a click to call and allows you to click to call. Okay. So that was Woodrow texting me. But you're able to put your phone number on the front page, okay, right here. And if you want to go in and put it on a custom page, if you'll just put it in there, I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's all on the front page. Unless you wanted to put some custom content in there, and at the bottom of it, put your phone number or something for them to call. direct them to call. But I don't know why you would do that. Carrie, sorry I got on the list late, and info in the sales webinar. You said it is linked where, and it's $99 sign up, then $59 a month for how long? It's every month instead of paying annually, unless you want to pay annually at the end of the first year. But we're going to send out those links. I shot all that over to Sean, and he's going to send that out for me. Any more questions? Carrie, it would be great if the resellers could share their apps that they have built so that all of the resellers could have demos of different apps to demos. I'll put that out. Matter of fact, I'll put that in an email, and if everybody wants to share their apps, I'll have them send me the links, and I'll distribute those to everybody. That's a great idea, Raymond, because I know there's hundreds of apps out there now. Thank you, Rex. Now, I've got a question here, and let me go all the way back to the top here because I'm going to close out with this. We have a young man by the name of John, and he spoke with Woodrow, and this is a great, great idea. He's a salesman. He's not really into building apps. We have several people that are great salespeople, but they don't want to build apps, and like Roger's wife builds his apps. But he wants to spend his time selling as opposed to building apps and setting up Foursquare and all that stuff. So he's looking for someone to partner with him. John, instead of putting your email address out to the world, what I'm going to do is, if there's anybody on here that is interested in partnering with someone that's really good at building apps and they're really good at sales, if you are interested in doing that, email us. Just put in the subject line, put build apps if you want to build the apps, or sell if you're on the sales side. Send that to support, SUPPORT, at instantappwizard.com. If you're interested in someone building apps for you, put sales because you want to sell. And if you're a good app builder and you're looking for somebody to team up with that sells, put build apps. Does everybody understand that? And send it to support. What state are you in, John? It doesn't really matter. I mean, you could be in Timbuktu and build apps. Let me see if he's Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Well, he's close enough to them Green Bay Packers. He's in Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. So, but just email support at instantappwizard.com support at instantappwizard.com. And we'll start teaming you guys up if there's some of you that are interested in doing that on here. Vicki, you can go in and sign up for PayPal now. You don't have to just use Intuit. You can sign up for PayPal. They've got a deal, and I think it's $9.95 a month or $19.95. I think the package that does everything is like $19.95 a month. You can do recurring payments, partial payments. I mean, they've got it that'll do everything. Just go in and sign up for a PayPal account, attach it to a matter of fact, I think they've actually got a scanner now. Don't quote me on that, but I think they've got a smartphone scanner now. Thank you, Wes. John, Joseph. Joseph says yes, they do. I thought they did. I thought I saw that on the website the other day. So they've got a plug-in scanner, just like Intuit does. Yep, plugs into your little earphone piece. Any more questions? Great training session tonight, guys. Great questions. Martha, I just want to thank you again for sending in your question. That was that really added to the training tonight. I appreciate that very, very much. Thanks, Joseph. I feel a lot better. Oh, the phone emulator. 1 second there. Let me show you that real quick. Go into right here. And go into resources. Go into recommended products. Go into Opera. And right here it says Opera Mobile Emulator 12 download for Windows. Just click on that button right there. And I don't have to download, I've got it on my computer. And you'll save it and then open it up, and this is what it looks like when you open it up. And I will have to unmask my screen so y'all can see all my junk. It'll pull up a box just like this right here. And whatever phone you want it to go on, there's a HTB Evo, hit launch. And type in your address right here, whatever you want to type in. And there's my website, my mobile site. This is a great tool, very good tool to use. To go out and you check the websites before you ever go out, and you know if they're mobile ready or not. Someone had sent me one on Google the other day. I can't remember who it was, in an email. I tried it. I could not get it to work. So we got some guys talking about paying here. Square.com. I see Square on the television every day, man, advertising. They have no qualifying charge, and they'll send you a scanner free, and they pay fast. Any more questions? All right, guys, it's great to have you this evening. It's been a pleasure sharing the training with you once again. It's always a pleasure. Remember this, the old famous saying, the hardest door to open is the car door. And no, that's not my car. But it's good to see everybody. Great to see you come into the training. We train every Wednesday night. We look forward to having you come on board. Martha, once again, thanks, and let me know how your sale goes on that real estate company. If you have any questions, email or go into your support system and just shoot it up to the programmers, and they'll be more than happy to take care of everything. Thank you, Ray. Y'all have a good evening, and it's a pleasure to see you once again. You too, Jason. Hey, thank you, Roger Panata. Appreciate the call, buddy. Yes, sir, Stephen, you're exactly right. Stephen, when we have our big conference, man, I'm going to let you stand on the stage and introduce me like that.